My brothers and sisters, we remind ourselves every week. And why do we remind ourselves, Ya Allah, shower onto me the quality of tawakkul ala Allah? Because we live in a very fake world nowadays. From presidents to politicians to leaders, bunch of liars. They have no fear for Allah. They have no fear for God. They lie, they mislead. They put their trust into people, so they got to lie to people to win votes. See the reason? They put their trust into people, so they got to lie to people to win votes, to win the hearts of people. And I know sometimes some people may wonder, why do I begin the khutbah with, and I seek Allah's tawakkul, trust? Because we ask Allah for the help that whatever we say in this khutbah must be on the trust of Allah, not the trust of people. Ask Allah for tawakkul, trust in Allah. As Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam did, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam did, as all the prophets did, put their trust in Allah, fear no man, do their duty to Allah. Samajh gaya? So I ask myself, I ask Allah every week for myself, Allah, I'm about to remind myself and remind the people, and I want to put my trust in Allah and do nothing that will be against the trust in you. And you know, I don't have to tell you that. You listen to the television, you're on YouTube, you're all over the world. You hear people lying all the time to please people. So we put our trust in Allah, not in people's hand. And then we ask Allah for the taqwa, to fulfill our duty to Allah. So in delivering this khutbah, we want to fulfill our duty to Allah. It's not about duty to people. Duty to Allah, service to mankind. But we don't worship human beings. We ask Allah for the iman, the faith, so that we can do what we are doing rightfully. Samajh gaya? And I repeat this every week, and sometimes our students do that. Because we can stand here on a member and shaitan can come and say, boy, yeah, you know the waswasa, alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas, how shaitan whispers in our hearts. And then shaitan whispers into our hearts and make you say the wrong thing. Or maybe we may say the right thing, but with the wrong intention. And that is equally wrong. We may say the right thing on the minbar, but with the wrong intention. And you see that happening all the time. Hence we ask Allah for that tawakkul, that trust in Allah, that taqwa, to do the duty to Allah, that iman, the faith, the wisdom. Ask Allah for the hikmah, because this is Kitabul Hakim, the book of wisdom, Kitabul Hikmah, wisdom. And we ask Allah for the ilm, because sometimes we may have the ilm and the knowledge in doing something, but we may not have the wisdom in using that knowledge. And we see that happening all the time. So I just wanted to remind myself and you why we do this every week. It may sound very repetitive, but there is nothing about being repetitive in Islam. We say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim every time we begin a surah. We say A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim every time we begin the Quran. We say Surah Fatiha every time. Why are we so repetitive? We were ordered to do certain things by Allah. And similarly, before we remind ourselves and remind others in a khutbah, and I say this to myself and to all our viewers on alhikmattv and YouTube and Facebook worldwide, it's all about tawakkul and trust in Allah. So when we remind ourselves, it should be for the pleasure of Allah. Some people may like it, some may not like it. But it's all about the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.